positive expectations, your audience, the host of the university. Errors, what do you rise and shine? Errors, rise and shine to eternity. Errors, to the end we follow thee. To the day is long and the crown is won. Errors.
Good afternoon to all. This is Dr. Wreh, the acting president of Tottenham University. I just want to take this time to welcome back all our students, our new and old students. We also want to take this time to also welcome our academic staff, our non-academic staff, and allied staff. This is a new semester that we've started, and we just want to give everybody the assurance that Tottenham University is and will be a place that we can work together, go to school together, and be safe together. Some of the students have already started classes. Some of them are still in the process of registering courses. Almost all of our professors are around. There are still some professors and instructors that are yet to come. We want to encourage them, at least by this week. They should be here before the end of the week. Rest assured that the acting president office is available at all times to get involved in discussions that will positively lead this university forward. Everybody, students, professors, instructors, administrators, they are all welcome at all times to come and meet the personnel in the office of the president to make an arrangement if you have anything that you want to be settled. Rest assured that we are here and we understand the problems that we have, and all of us will work together in making sure that we bring solutions to our problems. Thank you very much. Once more, we welcome you back to the semester.
Okay, so folks, if you just joined us, we have the acting president of Tubman University in studio, Professor Dr. Emmanuel Leon C.A. Wreh. Sir, let's touch a bit on a few points here, beginning with the issue of the engineering building. How far are we on that?
Yes, the contract has already been awarded for the engineering building construction. A representative from the university was invited to Monrovia at the finance ministry, and the final technical deals were handled. We already signed the contract, and the contract was awarded to a company. Up to last week, I contacted them, and I'm told that Justice Ministry has to be involved in some signing, and that will be taken back to Finance Ministry, and sooner or later, they will be starting the renovation process at the engineering building.
Okay, and we're hearing about a planned meeting with the engineering students.
Yes, this week, maybe tomorrow, or I think it's tomorrow, Wednesday, one of them. We want to meet the students and faculty of the engineering college so that we can get in a dialogue with them and to give them appropriate information as it concerns the engineering building, so that everybody can be on board to understand what is obtaining relative to the engineering building.
Now, there's been this tradition wherein when people come to do these projects, engineering-related projects, students in the past have complained of being denied the opportunity to maybe give some hands-on for practical knowledge.
When you say denying opportunity, or do you mean which opportunity?
To participate in the construction or the process of these projects. So are you going to maybe talk to them about that, maybe to have a few of them who are at a particular level participate along with the company to engage with the company to...
Yeah, at the level at which the contract is awarded, we don't want interference in the academic, calendar of the students. But at certain point is left with the engineering company. What the university can do, if there is interest from the students. Maybe from the meeting, we will establish that if they exist or does not exist. Then we can relay that to the company that in case you need XYZ, we have students that may be willing to get involved. One other thing is, at the end of every year, our engineering students go for their workshop engineering, what do you call that?
Association?
Internship.
Okay.
Yes, maybe that's one other thing that could be discussed with them relative to that issue.
Okay. Okay, so still on student affairs, student issues, let's look at the registration hitch which was experienced during this ongoing registration. Firstly, has that been resolved?
Yes, immediately, it been resolved at a point. Immediately upon hearing that there was a problem, we went back to the drawing board, and then we engaged a company in Kenya, and we purchased the equipments that are needed. And up to today, I think in your person, I just sent for somebody from procurement, and they already sent information that by today, maybe the late afternoon, our Monrovia office is supposed to be receiving those items. And immediately upon receipt of those items, they will be forwarded here to Apple. So that is the status of that.
Okay. And but for now, the general process is ongoing.
Yeah, the general process is ongoing. It has been ongoing for maybe, I think we're in the third week or so. Yeah, classes have started and the registration is still going on also.
Okay. So one more on student issue, the bus service, the transportation service. First, let's look at how many buses we have operational.
We have one bus that was given by the government of Liberia to transport our students.
And it's functional fully?
It is functional, yeah, fully.
And this issue with the National Transit Authority, NTA, they've been sort of trying to bar Tubman University's bus from commuting down to Central Hopper. How have you resolved that, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing to resolve relative to that issue. We have our students that live in Hopper City, and we also have our students that live in Plebo. We may have students that live even beyond those places. So our buses should go to Plebo and get our students from Plebo, and our bus should also go to Hopper to get our students from Hopper. We receive no information from the government of the Republic of Liberia that our students should not be picked up from Hopper. As far as I'm concerned, as the acting president, the bus that we have here to commute our students will go to Hopper and get our students from Hopper, and it should also go to Plebo and get our students from Plebo. Otherwise, I'm not aware of any other issue relative to the bus.
Okay, and so obviously that's a non-starter. So folks, we're here in conversation with the acting president of Tubman University, who just joined us. And let's go to other matters now that we've covered mostly on the students.
Excuse me, relative to the bus issue again, I met the facilities and I told them that we need an official schedule to be disseminated on all college colleges with the deans. We need them on the bulletin boards so that the students can be aware of what the schedule is on a daily basis. Once the buses are running, they should be able to go by the schedule that is given. And the schedule should also take into consideration the way courses are organized here at the university. The earlier courses and the latter courses. We should have schedules for the bus that will meet the needs of our students. I already communicated that to facilities. And this week, facility is expected to provide that schedule to the various offices concerned.
Okay, so we move on to other matters away from student affairs. TU's master's program. Over the weekend, you planted at least one billboard. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, there were 2 billboards prepared, and the facility was mandated to plant those billboards, one in Plebo and one in Hopper. I personally joined them. We were in Plebo over the weekend, and I later on went to Plebo I was there Friday, I went there Saturday, and I saw the billboard announcing the master's program in Plebo. However, I didn't see one in Hopper. It's prepared, but it was not in Hopper. This morning, I made a call to facilities that billboard for Hopper should be planted, effective immediately. So I'm hoping that before it runs out to the day, that billboard will be up. We're announcing by the end of this week, we're supposed to meet all our deans, and all of us will get on the board to see how we can have discussion about the courses, how we can organize them, set an agenda for our master's program that will start next semester.
Next semester. I was just about to ask
the
that.
Temporary office, that will be used for the graduate school is where there's a build, there's a room, there's a space at College of Education there. Today, I was told by facilities because I already mandated them, and they told me equipments will be brought in as starting of today, right? So they're doing a renovation on that building. This particular space that's allotted for the graduate school. They will have the dean's office and 2 other offices, plus the bathroom and all the kind of stuff. So that should be prepared, hopefully within the next 1 month, so that we can start programs. We're in a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. We want to announce the registration process. We're going to give a little test, English and math. Some kind of comprehensive stuff like examination for people who want to be enrolled into the program. So we're gonna basic English and math assessment.
Okay.
For that program.
And you're gonna announce that.
Yeah, we will announce that. Yeah.
Okay. What about charges?
Yes. The faculty senate is gonna meet, and discussion will be held on that about the charges. So specific charges will be known by the time all these announcements come in.
Okay, and any word as well on the fields of studies, the courses?
Yes, the courses, generally each college is offering one program. One program will mean you could offer one program in education, but you have about maybe 2 or 3 specialized areas. So College of Education offer one master's program, College of Health Science will offer one, and so forth.
And engineering?
Yeah, offer one, and so forth, each college. For the time being, we're going to start with at least one program each in each college.
Okay. Okay, so we move forward to employees' welfare and issues. Recently, the salary advance was cut off by the administration of Tubman University based on previous issues leading, which evolved from the protest by TUFA and the announced takeover of the university's payroll by the Ministry of Finance and all that. So now salary advance has been cut. You announced also recently that EcoBank is actually willing to give loan, which will maybe serve as a compensation or go-between, a cover-up for that salary advance termination. Just tell us a bit about the EcoBank loan. How far are we in the process, and when will it be available?
Yeah, the 2 times we were in Monrovia, the delegation from the university, the first time we entered some negotiation with EcoBank, and when we were there for the second time, we finalized that. EcoBank consented to give loans to TU employees. The maximum amount that can be obtained through that process is $25,000 United States dollars. And the pay period is between 1 to 3 years. Now, on an individual basis, depending on what loan you will take, that's how your payment will be arranged. As far as I'm concerned, we concluded that agreement with EcoBank, and the last time I talked to them was a couple of days ago, and they said 50 forms either was provided or will be provided initially. And so we're going to have a general meeting, or we may not have a general meeting. We might come up with a release, maybe by departments. So those that are interested it's not by force. If you don't want it, you don't take it. If you want a loan, you come. There will be counseling done by EcoBank. They have to arrange that with us. Maybe that local branch will do that or whatever. And then they have to check people's financial record too. So because they don't want people duplicating loans and they are not paying for them. So they want to just do a background check on you, whether you are in any kind of arrangement with any other bank. So once they do that, it's clear for you. They will have the process in a way in which you will have that amount, they pay it to you, and then the payment, the back pay, it's not going to be like, they gave the money, then and you take your own, you are going to take cash to go pay. No, that money will be deducted automatically once TU takes pay. It will automatically, because we're taking pay through EcoBank anyway. So if they say your payment is $50 every month, when the month ends, before TU takes pay, that $50 is already out of your pay. So that's the system. So it is on an individual basis. If you like it, you take it. If you don't like it, you don't take it. And I think the rate is I think 12% of 14. I'm not too sure, but we finalize is I think between 12%.
Now, I was about to come to that, the rate and whatnot, but you've said it already. Mm-hmm. So let's look at the 50 forms that, is it that they're only going to take 50 people for now, and until the 50 have completed before they're going to take another batch?
No,
or
I think they gave
it's just a
TU the
starter?
50 forms where we can duplicate them and something like that,
Okay.
because that's a form. We can make copies and stuff like that.
Okay.
But this is open to every employee of TU.
And when will that be available?
ASAP, as soon as possible. Let's say as of next week. Let's put it as of next week.
Okay. Now, finally, the issue of cows roaming the premises of Tubman University. They're droppings all around. They are even attacking people. Recently, one IT staff was attacked and wounded. Any word on?
Yeah, I think the university needs to get the superintendent of Maryland County involved in the process, so that those who have those cows can put them under control. So I think since I assume this position as acting president, we have not brought that to the attention of the superintendent. And I think henceforth, we're going to inform the superintendent officially about these cows, that how they are, being of security risks on campus, and they also putting another risk, facility risks. So we will send our communication to the superintendent and see how we move forward from there.
Okay, and let's go back to a bit before we close. We're about to close. The salary deduction issue for those who want to enroll in the graduate program, number one, and for those who want to, cover the cost of their children in the university. Is that still going to be? Is that still possible?
As far as I'm concerned, the money in the past he was loaning money to people
Through salary advance?
Yes, we cut that off, and that was one of the reasons why we negotiated with Echo Bank for a loan scheme to be brought. However, if the master's program, if we start the master's program and people that work with the university want to start a master's program, a plan can be developed through the finance office. A payment plan can be developed through the finance office by which they can be enrolled, and those deductions can be made from their salaries. But the initial thing we had on campus here, where people go to finance office and go credit money in, and then you pay later, we stopped that.
Okay.
That's one of the major reasons why we negotiated with Echo Bank for this loan scheme. So people have to streamline their obligations, financial obligations, and know how to handle them. Because this is what if the thing kicks in, where we're going to the bank and you need a loan, well, you should know if you're going to get that loan, for what purpose is it going to be used.
Okay, Doc, we're about to close now. What's going to be your final word?
Yeah, my final word is just as I started from the beginning, welcoming all students back to campus. We're also welcoming all faculty and all staff members back to resumption of this academic year and also this academic semester. And we're calling on all that we should be open and ready to receive all complaints or all things that can be done by the university or not done by the university. We need to have discussions. We should not, all of us, students, faculty, staff, we shouldn't jump into conclusion. The room is open, the doors are open. All of us at all times get involved in discussions. We are not going to say, we're not going to talk to anybody. We're not going to talk to any group. We are not going to say that. So if any group has a problem, they then come to us. The room is open. We are willing at all times to discuss. It is through discussion that all of us will find solution to our problem. So I want to thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the acting president of Tubman University, Professor Dr. Emmanuel Leon C. Wreh.
Of the ideas you proclaim, authentic morals you require, our virtues, values, integrity, and scholarship you expose with expectations, your ideas